When it comes to creating high-quality sound in your studio, having the right monitors can make all the difference. Whether you're producing music, mixing, or mastering, studio monitors are designed to give you that accurate, uncolored sound that headphones or regular speakers just can't provide. In today's video, we're diving into the 7 best studio monitors on the market, helping you find the perfect pair that delivers both precision and clarity for all your audio projects. Choosing the right studio monitors isn't just about price or brand. It's about finding the ones that match your sound preferences and work with your setup. From compact models that fit perfectly in smaller spaces to larger, more powerful options for professional environments, we've got you covered. Number 7. IK Multimedia Allowed MTM. IK's latest addition to its growing monitor range, the Allowed MTMs are crammed with tech that belies their relatively low price point. The MTM bit refers to the adaptability configuration, which, in this case, places a 1-tweeter in between two 3.5 mid-range woofers with a bass reflex port around the back. Everything is DSP controlled, and they can be calibrated to suit your room courtesy of IK's proprietary ARC calibration system, which is built right into the speakers, and the measurement mic comes bundled as part of the package. The MTMs are clinical and brutally honest, and take imaging to a level that we'd expect to hear from monitors costing 3 times as much. Subtle, mid-high details that previously went unnoticed become perfectly audible, making corrective targeting of individual elements within the mix almost supernaturally easy. Low-end solidity and control are remarkable for a speaker of this size too, and they never really seem to get fatiguing. For those with limited desk space or seeking a surgical secondary pair to their main, fun monitors, the Allowed MTM really is a truly incredible solution. Number 6. JBL 305P MkII. If you're looking to get your first set of studio monitors, then we'd highly recommend the JBL 305P MkII. As well as being fantastic value for money, they deliver articulate sound that's perfect to get beginners mixing their own music. We found the sweet spot surprisingly wide considering the price point, which means you'll get a great listening experience even if your setup isn't quite perfect. They're nicely balanced between low-end and high frequencies too, making them great for long periods of listening. Handy EQ controls on the back allow you to adjust the sound to your setup, so you can trim the bass if the speakers are placed on a desktop or close to a wall. On a pair of stands, we found there was a nice balance that didn't require much tweaking, another tick in the box that makes these great for beginner mixers. Number 5. KRK Rokit RP7 G4. If you've ever stepped foot inside the studio domain of an electronic music producer, the chances are you're familiar with the famous yellow speaker cones of KRK. The Rokit series, now in its 5th generation, has a selection of neat features which make it worthy of note. The G5 range builds on the strengths of the G4 range, which was among the first monitor series at this price bracket to include a graphic EQ function on the speaker itself. The G5 adds 3 EQ modes to tailor the voice of the speakers depending on the task at hand. The inbuilt digital signal processing DSP remains impressive, and a new improved tweeter extends the high-end response, making for a plussed-up iteration of the same great budget studio monitor. We thought fondly of the KRK Rokit RP7 G4S that came before, and we think just as fondly of these retooled successors. Number 4. Yamaha HS5. Some of the most popular studio monitors around, the Yamaha HS5s are a great choice for mixing duties due to their reliably honest sound reproduction. They're incredible value for money and perfect for those who want to go down the route of mixing and producing music. The famous story about the old Yamaha NS10 studio monitors, which these are based upon, was that they were chosen not because they sounded great, but because they didn't. The theory is that if you could mix a track to sound good on them, you could be confident it would sound good anywhere, and the same applies to the HS5. They won't flatter your mixes in the slightest. The Yamaha HS5 series are reference speakers that are built solely with mixing and monitoring in mind. There's no Bluetooth or graphic EQ, and room correction is basic at best. For sheer accuracy, however, they're hard to beat at this price range. Get your mix right on these and it'll sound fantastic anywhere. Number 3. Atom Audio T5V. One of the most affordable Atom monitors to date, The T5V is built around a 5-inch woofer and Adam's UART unique accelerated ribbon tweeter. This Class D powered two-way design with rear ring bass reflex is the smaller of the new T-Series designs. Sonically, the top end is very well tuned, while the HPS waveguide delivers a broad horizontal sweet spot. This contributes greatly to the overall imaging and separation, which is excellent. Although the cabinet is quite deep, front to back, the units feel compact. The low mid-range frequencies could be more prominent, but this certainly isn't a deal breaker, and by setting the LFEQ to 2 dB, we achieved a much better result. Adam's desire is to make the T5V your first Adam monitor, and judging by what we've heard here, it could easily make you a fan for life. Number 2. M-Audio 4060. M-Audio's new 4060 studio monitors are, in a word, fun. These monitors serve to replace the brand's long-standing BX series, the M-Audio BX4S having at one point topped this very list. The new 40 series represents a refreshing step in a new direction, which melds creator and listener in a hugely versatile, beginner-friendly format. The 4060 has a relatively large 6.5 Kevlar woofer, allowing for some impressive extension in the low end and a decent amount of mid-range body besides. Digital crossover and EQ enable you to make the most of this extended response, the flashiest expression of which is the front-facing hype button, which switches the 4060 from a flat reference monitor to a bass-boosted hi-fi hot rod. The 4060 continues in its hybridity with Bluetooth 5.3% connectivity, which governs both the streaming of music and the tweaking of digital EQs via a proprietary app. M-Audio has done something intriguing with the 4060, marrying consumer hi-fi and pro audio in an affordable studio monitor package, and we love it. Number 1. Focal Shape 65. Once you've got more experience mixing, you tend to find that you prefer the sound of a particular manufacturer's monitor, and we're big fans of the sound of Focal monitors. Available in 40, 50, and 65 flavors, the latter of which we're reviewing here, the shapes from Focal, now, sit between their budget-friendly Alpha series and the Solo 6B, another 6.5 two-way monitor in terms of price. Interestingly, the shapes are non-ported, with dual 6.5 passive radiators, one on each side of the monitor. This means you can only place them vertically, but honestly, we prefer the wider sweet spot you get this way, especially when using studio monitors at home. They're what we call a mid-forward speaker, and the frequency balance is, in a word, exceptional. The translation to other systems is fantastic, and others, like more clinical monitors, these are really nice for general listening, particularly that sparkly high-end. Aesthetically, the shapes are an interesting departure from Focal's other designs. The main speaker cabinet is black-painted MDF with a luxurious walnut veneer, appearing less studio spaceship and more high connoisseur. In fact, they'd look just as at home in a domestic cinema setup as in a production environment. We really love the 4 spikes on the bottom for decoupling or angling the speakers to match your setup too. So, that wraps up our list of the 7 best studio monitors. If this video was useful to you, kindly click the thumbs up button. Which one are you going to pick? Describe your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an updates. Everyone who had come this far, I'm hoping to see you in the next video.